Greetings everyone, and welcome to another special Halloween Blu-ray update. This time around, bit of a mixed bag. I got some sci-fi titles, an anime title, which is sci-fi anime, and a sci-fi horror upgrade to one of my old favorites. So let's see what we got today. Sci-fi and sci-fi horror today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Now that I think about it, I guess two of these are, no, all three of these are actually upgrades. But that's okay. It's good to get better quality versions of old favorites to enjoy well into the future. Speaking of well into the future, sci-fi. First up, this is the anime I got. I've been wanting to get the Blu-ray set of this for a while because it's definitely an old favorite that I've watched many, many times over the years, and I just love it. It's so 80s, it's so heavily inspired by Blade Runner, has like one of the most rockin' 80s style soundtracks of any anime I've ever watched, and I just absolutely love it. I'm of course talking about the classic cyberpunk sci-fi action thriller, The Bubblegum Crisis. Yeah, there you go. So this is all 8 episodes of the original OVA, which I actually originally saw on VHS back in the day. A friend and I rented them and watched them and absolutely loved it. So all 8 episodes on a single disc because, well, they're not very long. Most of them are like about a half an hour. A couple of them are around an hour. So, yeah, I mean, cramming them all onto a BD-50, that's not too bad. And near as I can tell, it does have all of the extras that were on the old DVD set. And of course, most importantly, it's all in a single keep case, so a little more shelf-friendly. Yeah, definitely. Alrighty, so I guess we'll just put that there, like that. You can kind of see that, maybe over a little bit. There. Good enough. Next up, this is a long-awaited upgrade because the original Blu-ray release that's been available for years was a little over-processed, shall we say, in terms of being true to the original filmic presentation. So Arrow Video recently put out a big deluxe special edition of it, and I had to snap that right up. I'm, of course, talking about the classic, sci-fi action film with considerable video game influence, and anyways, The Last Starfighter. Love The Last Starfighter. It's good stuff. I actually saw this in the theater as well. A friend of mine who had seen Ghostbusters wanted to take me to see Ghostbusters, and I said, but spaceships and stuff, let's go see The Last Starfighter. So we went to see The Last Starfighter instead, and he's like, I'm glad you took me to see that. It was really good, and I've already seen Ghostbusters, but anyway, let's go see Ghostbusters. So he then took me to see Ghostbusters, and, well, I loved that too. But anyway, really enjoyed this a lot. This is like a vast improvement over the old edition. Very nice sort of soft matte finish slipcover. Yeah, a little bit of sheen there. Yeah. But very nice reversible artwork on the case, of course. So we have the original poster art there. And there we go. Might do some kind of closer look at this at some point. And then inside we've got a booklet. I'm not going to go super in-depth here. We've got a nice glossy poster. Let me unfold this here. Usually the posters are matte finish, but this is actually glossy. So we have the new artwork on one side, and then the original poster art on the other side. Very, very nice. But, yeah, this is good stuff. I remember there was an anniversary of this, and then I guess that's it. Yeah, and then we have a card for a forthcoming release. What is this one? This is I don't know. It's all in Japanese. So something coming out from Japanese cinema. And then on the back, just some stuff about other Arrow titles. Oh, no, it's the Arrow Video channel. It's apparently like a streaming service they have. Okay, cool. Anyway. In terms of extras, once again, I have forgotten to go through the extras on the other title here. Let me just grab this real quick. So, extras, we have all 8 episodes, subtitles. Does it list anything? Okay, well, anyway, I did pop this in the player and checked it out. It does have all the extras from the DVD as far as I can tell, so... And if not, well, I've still got my DVD, so cool. Anyway, Last Star, as I recall, was like some promotional videos and some music videos and stuff like that. Last Starfighter, hope you strap in here. There's quite a lot here. We got brand new restoration from a 4K scan of the original 35mm camera negative. So that is a vast improvement already over the DNR to Hell old edition. High-definition Blu-ray 1080p presentation, uncompressed 2.0 stereo, 5.1 DTS HD master audio, and 4.1 audio. Optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Brand new audio commentary with Star Lance Guest and his son Jackson Guest. Brand new audio commentary with Mike White of the Projection Booth podcast. Archival audio commentary with director Nick Castle and production designer Ron Cobb. Maggie's Memories, revisiting The Last Starfighter, a new interview with actress Catherine Mary Stewart. Into the Starscape, composing The Last Starfighter, a new interview with composer Craig Safan. Incredible Odds, writing The Last Starfighter, a new interview with screenwriter Jonathan Betuel. I don't know if you can hear that. My fan is squeaking something fierce. Interstellar Hit Beast, creating the special effects, a new interview with special effects supervisor Kevin Pike. Excalibur Test, Inside Digital Productions. Yeah, this is kind of notable in that it featured, it was one of the first films, if not the first film, to feature CG spaceships. It was pretty cool. So a lot of the, pretty much all the space battle scenes in it are all CG, which is a big deal from 1984. I'm just going to go beat the crap out of my fan. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Drives me nuts, especially when I have the fan at the foot of the bed and it starts doing that in the middle of the night. Just wakes me up instantly. Where were we here? Excalibur Test, Inside Digital Productions. A new interview with Sci-Fi author Greg Bear on Digital Productions, the company responsible for the CGI in The Last Starfighter. Greetings, Starfighter, Inside the Arcade Game. An interview with arcade game collector Estil Vance on reconstructing the Starfighter game. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There was an anniversary a few years ago. I don't know if it was the 30th anniversary or 25th anniversary. Anyway, there was an anniversary a few years ago, and they actually had the arcade game with the same sound samples and everything as the and graphical style as the one in the movie, playable through your browser, which is pretty cool. So you actually play the Starfighter game, which was pretty neat. Let's see here. Heroes of the Screen, archival featurette. Crossing the Frontier, the making of The Last Starfighter, an archival 4-part documentary. Image galleries, theatrical and teaser trailers, reversible sleeve featuring new, original and newly commissioned artwork by Matt Ferguson. Very, very nice. I actually really like both covers for this. The new one and the theatrical. Just really nice artwork on those. So, yeah, looking forward to revisiting this. I haven't actually watched The Last Starfighter for quite a few years, so looking forward to seeing it again. It's good stuff. Maybe we'll just lean that there. There we go. That's... maybe move these back. There we go. Ta-da! Alright, last but most certainly not least, those of you who watched my top 13 sci-fi horror movies a couple years back will know that this one ranks pretty high on my favorites list. We have the recently released Scream Factory Collector's Edition of Event Horizon. Yes. If ever there was a true haunted house movie in space, this is it. This is another one I actually saw in the theater and just fell instantly in love with it. And Yeah, really good stuff. I did watch this fairly recently, and can say it's a pretty, pretty decent improvement over the original. The original Blu-ray wasn't too bad, I didn't think. It just had a minor issue with the aspect ratio. Things were stretched a little too much. But this looks really good, and I was very, very pleased with this. Now, in terms of extras, let me just show you the artwork here. So we got there were several posters, so we got one of the posters for this, just one of the spaceship there, the Event Horizon itself, which is quite nice. But in terms of, and then we got original artwork there, which is quite nice as well. In terms of extras, yeah, Scream Factory always does this. They don't, see, you look at stuff like from Arrow or Indicator or Criterion, they just list everything on the back. I mean, you don't know what's going to be a selling point to some individual. The fact that an extra is or isn't there might make or break their purchasing decision. Shout Factory, list all your shit on the back. Come on. Anyway, they seem to favor putting pictures on rather than listing the contents, but I care more about the contents. I know what the movie looks like. I don't need pictures of it. Tell me what's on the disc. Anyway, so here's what we have. Special features. New 4K scan from the original camera negative. That's a pretty big deal. And it looks great. Audio commentary with director Paul W.S. Anderson and producer Jeremy Bolt. The Making of Event Horizon, a 5-part documentary. The Point of No Return, the filming of Event Horizon. Secrets, deleted and extended scenes. The Unseen Event Horizon, theatrical trailer, and video trailer. All of those extras are just ported over straight from the old Blu-ray release. So if you were trying to decide whether or not to upgrade, that might make or break your decision right there. It's like, well, yeah, but there's nothing new on it. Well, actually there is. There is. If you pop the disc in the player and actually look at the menu, they list all of that stuff, and then you go to the next page, and there's like a whole other page of new interviews and documentaries and behind-the-scenes stuff. There's tons of stuff on here. So I don't know why they still, to this day, I've been complaining about this for years, they still just refuse to list all of their extras. The reasoning that I hear is, oh, well, we like there to be some surprises for people who buy it. Yeah, but you're dissuading people from buying it. People want new shit. You got to tell them when there's new shit. Anyway, there's the disc art. It's very nice. And underneath is just the same artwork as the slipcover. So if you miss out on the slipcover, you can at least get the other artwork. Anyway, I digress. That said, for all my bitching and moaning, it's actually quite a nice addition. Far nicer than they would lead you to believe from the list of extras on the back, which is the same extras that, the same standard extras package that's been on the regular Blu-ray and DVD editions ever since that 2-disc DVD edition came out a million years ago. I guess I can put this in my overflow bin now because I got a better edition. Anyway, that is it for this time around. So Bubblegum Crisis, Last Starfighter, and Event Horizon. Well, we got one proper sci-fi horror for Halloween. There's definitely some pretty intense blood and guts in Bubblegum Crisis, so some horrific moments, even if it's not strictly horror. The detail level on that, by the way, is phenomenal. I've always been really impressed by the level of detail, and particularly like the mechanical and environment stuff that you see in anime. And Bubblegum Crisis is like the creme de la creme. It's like right from the barely post-Akira era, so we're getting into much higher quality animation than what we'd had previously. And it looks great. And of course the music is just phenomenal. Great stuff. Last Starfighter, just a classic for, sci-fi fans and old school video game fans and people like me that grew up with it. And Event Horizon, one of my all-time favorite sci-fi horrors. Anyway, as always, if you'd like to add any of these to your collection, I will of course include Amazon links in the description down below. Big thanks to those of you who use my Amazon links, because I do get a little kickback every time you do. It doesn't cost you anything more, but it helps you, it allows you to support the stream while you do your shopping. So thank you very much to those of you who use my links. Alrighty, well that is it from me to you for now, so hope you enjoyed. Big thanks to you for watching. Big thanks to my Patreon sponsors. Be sure to catch me on Twitch. I stream just about every day. And I will see you next time. Until then, sayonara.